Hey, check these out. I got these at a local garden center, and they were in a pile to give away. And I think I'm going to assimilate them into the garden. I know that we have a problem with all of our pots and trays and all of our gardening things, and so this looks like a good way that we're going to be able to keep those organized. I think this is probably the better one for Sue. So here's the challenge. So we've got all kinds of pots. In the spring we start off our plants in tiny pots, and then they're not needed afterwards, but we use them continually, and we've got pot stands and larger pots, and we have a ton of pots here. So I'm thinking that if I was to locate that right here, that would help us out a lot. That's a great idea, isn't it, Gertrude? Isn't that a great idea? Yeah. So anyway, what I thought I would do is, these are too tall, so I was just going to cut it off right here, and then that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 places to put pots. It's very big, but the beauty of that, of course, is we can spread them out. So I think this is going to work. I took this one apart a little bit. I pulled out the shelves, and I was trying to visualize what to do with this. I'm looking for trellises. I need to make a lot of trellises for beans and for next year, and so I'm noticing that these are really just 4 pieces of wood. See how they're not even joined or screwed or anything. They're held together with metal. So I figure if I cut the metal at each of the corners, then I should have 4 panels. Each panel is almost 6 feet, and these are like 4 feet by 3 feet, so there's 24 feet worth of potential trellising. I could probably find some chicken wire or something to go on top, and then it'd be perfect for beans. Another thought that I had was to simply just remove one of the panels, leaving 3. And then we could put potted plants on top of the skid. So there's a few more of these. I think I'm going to go back and get them. May as well, get as much as I can. They are free. I'm quite certain I can assimilate them into this garden, and that would make for a lot more cost-effective approach. I don't really like all fancy gardens. I kind of like rusticness, and I kind of like pieces and parts and things like this. I don't want to invest a lot of money in the garden either, because if you're going to invest so much money, then you may as well just go out and buy it. So I think the name of the game is to repurpose, reduce, reuse, recycle. Yeah, this will be a fitting end for these old plant displays. I found this beauty piece just right along the river's edge, right here at our place, and so I pulled that in, and this one here is kind of nice. A nice old root that I found. So it makes a nice addition to the garden. Oh yeah, speaking of repurposing, this used to be a shelf in our basement, and so we made it into kind of a trellis ladder for the beans, and that's working quite well. Speaking of freebies, we got these given to us. They're barrels that were used in a dock, and so I'm in the process of cutting them in half and filling them with soil. And so right now there's the home for our Swiss chard and for lettuce. Oh yeah, and this is our driftwood collection. Again, reduce, reuse, recycle. Sue and I collected most of these, and we collected them because they have character, each one of them. Each one is special in its own way. When I'm out and about in the bush, I find these and I bring them home as a gift. My wife loves these types of gifts. There's a root. This is another freebie we got. Another reduce, reuse, recycle project. A friend of mine had this outdoor garage that was all fallen down and not used, and he didn't need it, and so we relocated it here, and it's become our tomato center. Anyway, I'm going to get back to work at this project. Okay, so this is perfect. Anyway, this is our finished product, and so Susie will be delighted to use this. I think it's going to be. So there you have it. Out with the old and in with the new, sort of.